One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Alright, and welcome back to Casual Weekends, Kasumi's mentor trials, ninja trials, mentor difficulty. So off screen, I just beat the stupid flyboy dude with his army of shadow fiends. I beat him on screen last time, and then lost to a random shadow fiend. And pretty much what it was is, I thought it was like with the Test of Valor, where I just had to kill him and maybe finish off the rest that were in the room, and then it would just end. But more spawned in, independent of him, and I had to kill them too, and I was like, oh fuck, and I wasn't like mentally prepared for that, but you know, this time I just got to him with a lot of health, killed him, and then just, do you really need to see me kill? I kill shadow fiends all the fucking time. They're like the most common fiend type. I didn't think I needed to, like, actually show that part. The part that I needed to show was me killing the dude, and I did that. So, yay. I did that on screen last time, so yay. So now on to the trials that Kasumi didn't beat on screen. Like, at all. Or didn't even do on screen at all. I'm just checking the preview window, making sure things are recording okay. It's starting to get close to the point where I want these girls to have their other costumes. If I had just waited. This game really does not want you to be all that proactive. Something I mentioned to Mark last time we were recording the main game, although last time we were recording the main game there was a I keep getting, during the Test of Valor in the Antarctic level, there was a glitch where the boss wouldn't spawn, and I sorta kinda soft locked, except not really, because the... Get the fuck off! Okay, how the fuck did... Seems like things are overriding each other that aren't supposed to be. What the hell? Okay, this is really starting to get on my fucking nerves. Get off! I'm like pinned to the fucking wall here! Did I just absorb that guy? Okay. During the Test of Valor, but in the Arctic area, the boss wouldn't spawn during one of my attempts, and I just decided to fuck off. End the recording there, and it was like at the end of our recording time, so I was just like, okay, well, I'll just pick this back up next week, because the save point is practically right there. Yeah, a Test of Valor that's actually close to a functioning save point. I know, I'm shocked as well. Yeah, I was telling Mark that I think one very big difference between the combat in, say, the Ninja Gaiden series versus the Devil May Cry series is that, in general, there are exceptions to this, but in general, Ninja Gaiden's combat is much more reactive and Devil May Cry's combat tends to be much more proactive. I think Virgil, however, is one of those exceptions. Like, as a boss, I mean. He tends to be... Just in general, though, Virgil tends to be, as a boss, an enemy that requires you to be more reactive than proactive to what he's doing most of the time. And I think that's what makes him so damn difficult, is because he kind of goes against the grain. Ah, fuck. I hate it when me or bosses get, like, caught on corners and shit. Ah! Fucking corners. What the? I said to slide! What the fuck? What just happened? That is not at all what I said to do. Why did I do the weird spinning thing? I wasn't trying to do that. I was trying to do that. I hate how she has, like, a literal built-in 50% chance or so of just dodging the best move you have to counter her with. But that's an example of this game being reactive. Because she has a literal built-in chance of dodging, you need to use it when there's a low percent chance of her to be able to retaliate should you miss. And if you do hit, you have to capitalize on that. Even when you are taking a what the f... And that time she just didn't get knocked to the ground like she's supposed to. But yeah, the game is not encouraging me to attack directly. It's encouraging me to wait for an opening and then attack. Whereas Devil May Cry more or less encourages you to make your own opening, to attack directly and get out of there, or to do hit and run tactics. And most of the game and the enemies are designed around that. Even Virgil, who is more of a reactive boss than a proactive boss, encourages more proaction than reaction. Oops. Okay. Just checking where I am. But yeah, even Virgil encourages you to be more proactive than reactive, even though he's a bit more reactive. I think this is also why a lot of Devil May Cry players tend to have a hard time using the Royal Guard ability, because the Royal Guard ability is a much more reactive ability than it is a proactive ability. It's much less proactive and it's much more reactive. Just by its very nature. Trickster is more proactive. I mean, you're still dodging, which is a reaction to an enemy, but it's a more proactive reaction, if that makes any sense, which probably doesn't to most people. Ooh, sorry. My mind kind of just blanked out for a second there. I almost forgot that I was actually recording. Fuck off! You see this off? Go and fuck it. But anyways, this game, the way you get the most points is even more reactive. You have to wait for the enemy to do their like attack where their arm glows, and then use a steel and bone counter. Chain that steel and bone counter, and hope you get into a bloody rage, which will give you a score multiplier, and then hope that while in that bloody rage, you get to that point where you can, like, you know, use your this attack instantaneously, which will give you both a combo multiplier from the Bloody Rage and give you more points than if you had used it without the insta-charge thing. Which is funny because in Sigma 2, you actually get the most points for using the ultimate technique without that. Oh, well, there is no insta-charge thing in Sigma 2. Just using a full charged ultimate technique. That's how you get the most points. Though, usually the only way that's going to end up happening is if there's essence on the field. Even with those guys, where you can bait them into that one attack, which requires some level of being proactive, you know, it still requires some reaction. Oh, there he is. I was almost like, are we gonna have another glitch on our hands? Ow! Whoa, whoa. Fuck. I said to slide! I hate it when I can't see who I'm fighting. Oof. Oof. There we go. Got him. Whew. Change the trial. Excuse me. This guy. This guy who I do not think is hard whatsoever. Stupid Wolf. One, two. 1, 2, 3. 1. I think you missed some dudes there. Yeah, you will. Jeez. I think I may have said this when doing this with Momiji, but I feel like at this rate, just getting to the frickin'... getting to Wolf is going to be, harder. It is good to know which one of your attacks have a good chance of breaking enemies' guards. Ow! And there goes my stylus. Jeez. Prepare to die! As I told them before, if they took their own advice, they would be a lot more prepared for death. They need to learn how to prepare to die. You, stop. Stupid Australian-sounding mercenaries. You guys couldn't even win a war against a bunch of emus. Ow! I'll cut you to pieces! How did I not hit you? What the fuck? Oh. Ah, he actually beat me. Well, congratulations for winning something for once in your life, you dumbass. What just happened? busting out moves I didn't even know we had. There we go. He's got a lot of offense, but his defense is still like wet tissue paper. The Japanese game of Go. Followed by its sequel, Away. Which is exactly what I did to Wolf. Okay, now they're caught up, and I still don't really know how to fight this guy effectively, but I feel like Kasumi, being more speed-focused, might have a better shot against him, so we'll see. And she might learn something that Momiji could use. Oh, fuck off. I hate it when I spawn in and I'm trying to charge up an ultimate technique and then just out of nowhere they use their one glowing attack on me, and I'm like, oh, well, if I had known that, I would have just opened with a frickin', you know, chain of steel and bones. What I really hate, though, is when it happens multiple times and I fall for it every fucking time in the same one, because that happened in this challenge with Momiji. A thing where it's like I seem to always open this challenge in particular. Oh, I tend to open almost every challenge with trying to go for one of the, you know, ultimate technique charges. I don't know how that missed. Okay, got him. There we go. Now it's functioning like I know it to. That wasn't quite right. Oh, not before I kill you! Daggone it. Am I just releasing prematurely? Is that what's going on? Ow! Ah, damn it. Ah, so much for trying to be fancy. Oh, it was taking so long for it to move on to the next thing that I thought, nah, never mind. I should have saved my... My dying is funny for some reason. I'm glad. I'm glad they can laugh in the face of their own death. Ah, fuck off. The fuck? You're the pain. What the fuck? I hate how slippery these guys can get sometimes. God, fuck off. Oh, that is bullshit. That is bullshit. I hate enemies that have an automatic chance of dodging beyond, regardless of what you do. It's just, oh, there's just a built-in chance that they might dodge, and it has nothing to do with how you aimed your attack. They'll just do that. Nothing to communicate to the player what exactly they did wrong, if they did anything wrong at all, or just... I also hate this auto-targeting crap, especially, like I've said before, it pulls my control away from me. Like, I'll literally be trying to target a specific enemy only to have the game be like, no, go for this one over here instead. It's really hard to describe unless you've played it for yourself. But know that there are times when I push the control stick directly towards a specific enemy, only to have the character I'm playing as go for, like, someone else. Because the auto-targeting system thought, why don't you go for this guy over here instead? And I have, like, no idea when it's going to do that. You know, at least with a game like Bayonetta, I can press a lock one button to keep that from happening. I said to dash. See, like, I go to attack him, and he just straight up dodges half of my shit. There's not much I can do to make my attack actually connect. It's just, the game has just decided, no, you're not hitting him. I pressed towards the lightning angel demon. I'm still not entirely sure what I gotta actually do to be able to hit him, or if it's just the game just decides at fucking random. I still have no idea how that really works, and the game does a very piss-poor job of communicating what you're doing correctly versus what you're doing wrong, when it seems like both the same thing can... It seems like both the same thing can work or fail based on what I assume to be completely arbitrary values that are not made expressly clear to me. I don't know, maybe I'm just bitching a bunch. Obviously, I'm not, you know, all that great at this game. I'm not trying to find excuses for why I'm not, but it just... I don't know, something don't feel right. Especially when I can physically see my character's weapon go through the enemy model, and the game is being like, nah, you didn't hit him. That doesn't count. Try again. Speaking of try again, you know, I don't understand. What am I doing wrong? At least when they're blocking, I feel like I get more of a direct feedback of what it is I did wrong, maybe. But when they just sort of dodge me, and I have no idea as to why, and it just sometimes it literally feels like the game just grabs them with a mouse pointer and just drags their ass away from me, like, whoop! I'm like, I have no idea what I just did wrong to miss. I don't know when my opening is supposed to be, when I'm supposed to counterattack. Fuck off! That lightning barrier move of his confuses the fuck out of me, because it seems like if I'm already inside of the dome when he uses it, then it does nothing, but if I'm outside the dome and try to get in the dome, it rejects me. So, I don't know what the game wants from me. You were not this hard in Sigma 2, or even Vanilla 2. Fuck off! Ow! Damn you and your Tasmanian devil spin. Okay, shit like that. That's what I'm talking about. Where he was backflipping and my attacks were clearly touching him, but the game was like, nah. Nah, he's backflipping. You don't get to hurt him. He's just got random iframes for no reason. Or shit like that. Oh, fucking hell. And of course, I want to hit retry, which isn't actually retry, because if it was retry, it wouldn't kick me back out into the fucking lobby, and then I'd have to go back in again. That's not retry! It's retarded, but it's not fucking retry! Retry is to put me back directly in the trial at the beginning. At the first wave. That would be retry. What you have is not retry. And of course, this is the laggiest fucking stage because of the damn rain. Ah. I bet this will run so much better on Switch. Although, I don't like the fact that they removed the online multiplayer aspect. The online co-op aspect for these games. And their reasoning seems really fucking stupid. I think it's either because of, like, cross-platform, or I don't know what the fuck their reasoning is. It's just dumb, is what it is. That's like the biggest, whatchamacallit. It's just the biggest letdown of the whole Master Collection. It was like, we removed the multiplayer functionality for the co-op modes. Or the online multiplayer functionality for the co-op modes. It's like, why? Because! Better have some sort of, all I know is that better damn well have some sort of, like, offline co-op. Hang on. Die already, would you? Okay. Is it just that I've never thought that one dude was hard with Ninja Gaiden 2 mechanics, and that the changes made to Ninja Gaiden 3, such as not having healing items and not being able to use Ninpo as freely, is that what's making it hard? Or is there something else? I don't remember him being as dodgy, and I mean that quite literally, dodgy. Dude, stop with the fucking shooting, okay? I will say, the fucking constant lag of this version in particular of the game, the Wii U, and by this version I mean Wii U version of the Razor's Edge, which seems to be way laggier than other versions. The auto-targeting dragged me to an invisible enemy. If there's any enemies that auto-targeting should not be making easier for me to hit, it's things that I can't even fucking see to know to target in the first place. If there's any enemy that should practically be immune to auto-targeting, it's enemies that are supposed to be invisible. I have no idea why I'm hitting him or why I'm not. I legit could not tell you. If somebody knows what the fuck is going on with this fight and why it works the way it does, please leave a comment, because I am fucking fused. I am legit lost as to how this boss is supposed to work. So if it looks like I'm just kind of flailing around aimlessly without any clue as to what I'm doing, it's because I kinda am, to be perfectly honest. He was not this fucking slippery in Sigma 2, or even the original Ninja Gaiden 2. He did not dodge quite to this fucking degree. Even in the late game Underworld portion. I have no idea what I'm doing to hit him when I do hit him, and I have no idea what's keeping me from hitting him when I miss. I legit don't fucking know. And it's driving me up the damn wall. It just feels like he just randomly dodges my attacks sometimes. And then other times I hit him. And I don't know what I'm doing different. I don't know what he's doing different. I have no clue how this fight works. Or how it's supposed to work. Because it's not communicating anything to me. Nothing feels like it makes any sort of fucking sense. Every time I think I understand what's going on, the game's like, no, you don't. You have no clue. But yeah, I have no idea what the game is even asking of me. I don't know why those casual backflips keep him from being hit. That was a fucking waste. It's worse when there's like almost no animation to accompany it. It just feels like almost every move he does gives him some sort of iframes that he shouldn't fucking have. And it's getting on my fucking nerves. I don't understand this fight. It is not well put together. It was not this fucking hard in Sigma 2. He should not be this damn hard to hit. Especially when I'm not hit. Especially when I can clearly see that my weapon model is going through him, but the game is again just being like, no, it doesn't count. Fuck you. Just the game rules would be fucking consistent. I don't get what I'm doing wrong. What am I doing wrong? I don't know. Oh, for fuck's sake. Jeez, that was a very short fucking video. I'm not continuing to ram my head against the fucking wall until I at least figure out what the fuck I'm doing, which I have no clue. I have no idea why some of my attacks just flat out miss completely. No clue. I don't know what I'm doing right. When I do something right, I don't know what I'm doing wrong when I do something wrong, which is more times than fucking not. The game is not communicating any significant difference. It just feels like it's just being like, oh, you're allowed to hit him now, I guess. Maybe. Oh, wait, no, you're not. Okay, yes, you are. No, yes, no. That's what it fucking feels like. That's what it fucking feels like. I don't know if that's what's actually happening, but that's what it feels like it's happening. And I have no clue what I'm doing wrong. Clearly I'm doing something wrong. I know that. I'm not sitting here being like, none of it's my fault. Clearly I'm doing something wrong. I just don't know what. The game's not telling me what I'm doing wrong. And if I don't know what I'm doing wrong, how am I supposed to fucking learn? When you put games together, you need to give gamers a clear indication of what they're doing right and what they're doing wrong. And if it feels like things are just randomly happening for no real cause and effect of your own actions, then how are you supposed to learn? That's poorly put together. I'm sorry. Anyways, see you guys again. I'll probably just do as I did with the mask guy of just showing my victory attempt at the start of the next one with post-commentary being like, hey, I figured out how I was fucking up and this is what you gotta do to not fuck up. But, till then, bye.